what would be your like number one piece of advice for Americans looking to move abroad right now?
Well, absolutely. I think it's a great option to consider. I'm very happy with my choice. Like it's good to make sure that you know what challenges are coming your way. So definitely doing that research, having a look at, okay, what are the bureaucratic processes? This is something also that a relocation company or, one of these consultation calls, which whoever you would decide that you want to get some advice from can be really helpful because it is so different than the US in terms of what are the bureaucratic steps? What are these little barriers? All the things that you have to do in order to get to the next step. There's no skipping steps in Germany, essentially. So I would recommend having a really clear picture of like, this is step one, step two, step three, and in this order. So get that knowledge base really strong. And from there, I would say then you really prepare your documents before you go. There's all these things that I think we've never heard of in the States, like what's an apostille? What does that mean? I've got a marriage certificate. Do I need to get it translated? All of these questions, this is stuff that is way easier to do before you leave, much harder to do when you're already gone. And so having a call or doing an information session with somebody before you go so that you know what are the things that need to happen pre-departure will make your life so much easier. I know like for my marriage certificate, I had to drive to another city to get an apostille because I didn't live in the capital city. So I had to go to the place in the capital city, get this thing put on my thing with a translation. And it's just, there's paperwork, but it's worth it is kind of what I'd say. So get that research, get a solid base, start learning the language. Start watching the TV and movies, get a sense for what is this culture like that I might be entering into, and then try to form some networks. Watch those YouTube videos. I think if you're going to redo a house, you've got all these DIY videos on YouTube. Think of it similarly. If you're going to move abroad, find your abroad DIY YouTube channel and start learning and absorbing yourself in that world before you go. And it's worth it to do the pre-planning.